All right, so thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me for a couple of hours. So I'm going to try to keep it at a minimum. But if, information keeps flowing, I'm going with the flow. If you got to do what you got to do, you do what you got to do. But I'm going to follow what I need to follow. But I am going to share something with you right quickly, of course. And of course, I had two things that I thought I was going to talk about. And I'm like, but then all of a sudden it changes. And so I'm going to share another thought with you. Only because it's coming to my forefront right now. When change comes, most times change isn't asked for, change shows up. Sometimes when we try to change on our own without a reason, it really doesn't work because we're trying to change for the wrong motive. But then there are innocent times where change will silently or subtly show up in your life, and it forces you to make a decision on what gives. Okay? So when a natural change occurs, you got to get rid of something else in order for the change to happen. I had desired to do some things. I'm a whole pre-planner. I planned like all of my minutes of all of my days. And it's very disheartening for me if I don't get to do what I plan to do by the end of the day. I probably take it too serious, but that's neither here nor there. I just do because I plan hard for it, because I try to get a lot done. I have a lot of things that God has for me to do. Not overwhelmingly, but I do have a lot of things that I meticulously plan out based upon what He shares with me. But this is the thing I want to share with you. Having that mindset already, which is not wrong, but I have the mindset of planning my time because I want to maximize my time. I want to utilize all my hours, and I want to effectively utilize my day. The reason why I'm that way is because I've wasted so many years doing absolutely nothing. And I've wasted so many years not accomplishing anything. But I did some good stuff. I just have never accomplished anything as it relates to my relationship with God. And so once I crossed over from that, I'm tired of not accomplishing what God put it in me. Ever since then, I've been planning my time, maximizing my time, staying up with my duties, understanding what I need to do for my occupation, putting in place my parental responsibilities, putting in place my wife responsibilities, and putting in place my woman of God responsibilities. All of that. I'm constantly thinking about that. There is a point, I promise you. And I'm constantly want to make God proud with me using my time. Because I feel the time that He's given me is a gift. I feel like that. It's like, you get another set of 24 hours, girl. What you gonna do with it? And I'm like, oh, thank you for the gift. I get to be me in the best version that I can be. Now, this is my mindset constantly. That's what I'm on. But then a change will come where God will decide, I'm going to upgrade your growth. Now, I'm thinking I'm already making waves. I'm thinking I'm already doing the most on His behalf, if you will. But God has a way of putting things in your life, and it can be, I'm telling you, it was an item. God blessed me with an item or items that forced me to make a decision of if I was going to utilize the items or maintain what I already had. Whether that makes sense to you or not, I don't know where that applies to your life. That's just what happened with me. And I'm just sharing it with you. And so, but in order to receive the blessing that was being bestowed upon me, it was a blessing. It is a blessing. But in order for me to receive the blessing and said upgrade, that means I had to gut out everything that I had and re-establish my life in like 2 days. Now, I'm a planner. So either I'm going to be frustrated at not getting done what I want to get done, or I'm going to accept the natural good change that came into my life and allow that change to upgrade me. And I decided in my frustration of not being able to accomplish my goals for 2 days. And what was happening was I was feeling a part of me that I didn't know was there, because I was getting to a level of frustration I never felt before. I'm like, ooh, this a new feeling. This a new level of frustration. And when I recognized once I received a new level of frustration, that also means I have to up-level my conquering skills. So that's upgrade business. A new feeling that I've never felt before. It was deeper than I've ever felt before. It wasn't bad. It was just new. So that means, I began to discern, oh my gosh, God, you are trying to change my life. And don't nobody else know it. You're trying to give me what I've been desiring or I work toward, but don't nobody know it. I'm having a quagmire inside of myself and don't nobody know it. And I had to recognize, okay, I'm going to accept what you're giving to me in tangibility. That tangible thing was going to force me to reorganize my entire life. And I didn't want to do it because it was going to take me away from my original order. See, so the way that I've done before, which is good, it was all good because I was accomplishing all kinds of goals. But now, okay, this is an upgrade, sis. You're going to be able to do goal setting better. But what's going to have to happen is that you got to shut down, which Bridget don't shut down. I don't know. I almost don't know how. But I learned, I told all the Bridgets, I said, what we fixing to do, all of us, we finna shut it down and we're about to receive what God is trying to bless us with and take it as an upgrade and not a stoppage. And so I felt like I was being, my train was being stopped. That's what it felt like. Thank you. That's what it felt like. My whole train, all the cars behind me, the caboose, everything, it felt like a pressure of stop. And I had to stop being me, the me that was good, that I knew, in order to receive a tangible blessing that was going to upgrade what I was already trying to do. And so God will shut you down, or you can listen, I'm telling you, I'm fresh off the press of being shut down. Fresh off, like as of today. Fresh off of being shut down for 2 days to reorganize my life in order to be a better version of what he already was making me. And I had to allow the shutdown to happen in order to receive and see what he was giving me. Not what he was trying to give me, what the change that he was pushing down my throat. I'm trying to give you something, girl, but you gotta shut down. You gotta get rid of everything that you have. Clean slate, reorganize, start over. And once I caught that revelation in him, I'm like, it don't take me long, God, thank you. It don't take me long to figure it out. I let the shutdown shut me down. I sure did. I let it shut me down. And all of a sudden, the wisdom of how to put things back together, the way the upgrade is supposed to be, just started coming. But I had to completely shut down from what I was before. But it was good what I was before. That's the thing. I was not being bad. I was being effective. But God was giving me a way to be more effective. And I had to shut down in order to receive it. The longer it would have taken me to shut down, the more procrastination would have occurred in my life. That would have been a moment of procrastination because I'm watching God give me something, and I'm also toggling in myself because I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. I felt like I lost 48 hours for no reason until I saw the reasons. And once I saw the reasons, oh my God. But it took a shutdown in myself and in my preferences and what I wanted and what I thought a good day was and what I thought an effective day was, because a good day and an effective day was what I was having before. What was the purpose of me shutting down? In order to receive an upgrade. I couldn't receive an upgrade maintaining who I was. I couldn't go from good to better. I was being good, shut down to zero, didn't get to better. I thank God that I had the ability to see me obeying the shutdown in order for God to restart me. See, we don't want to shut down. Shutting down is the best thing you can do. Let a computer not work. They will tell you turn it off, not off, but off. There's another off. That'll teach in itself. There's an off, and then there's another off that you hold the off button for a certain amount of time, and it goes into a deeper off. I'm like, I didn't know that. Yeah, till the computer dude told me. He said, yeah, it's off, but it's not off. And in order for it to reboot itself properly, you need to turn it off. Because I was just turning it off, and it was never coming back on like it's supposed to. He said, no, let me show you. And I'm like, he's just holding it. Look like for eternity. And then all of a sudden, I say, so that means some of us have to turn off, shut down, and allow the Holy Spirit to remake us. We still on, even though we think we turned off. No, we gotta turn off. We gotta shut down completely, like in another level of complete. Like, I don't know nothing complete. And allow that to be the space where God upgrades you. But in that upgrade, there's going to have to be a reorganization, and there are going to be some things that's thrown away. You can't put the stuff back and think you're going to move forward properly. Well, Lord, I thank you for that, because that blessed me when I said what I said about me. One of the other Bridgets was blessed by what happened to Bridget. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. So I thank y'all for that, hanging out with me with my little rant of upgrade. Amen.